Good morning. I'm Susan Stevens Chambers. I'm serving as worship associate this morning alongside our guest worship leader, Diane Langland. Our minister, the Reverend Diana McLean, will be back in the pulpit on Wednesday, December 6th, for a Blue Christmas service at 4:30 for those who have a little trouble with the Christmas seasons and want a quiet service. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Mankato, all of you. Whether you're joining us in person or on Zoom, all are welcome in this time that we make sacred together. And we extend an especially warm welcome to you if this is your first time here. We know and appreciate that it can be a little difficult to cross the threshold of a new church for the first time, whether in person or online. We humbly acknowledge that before European colonization, the Dakota peoples were stewards of the land on which our fellowship building sits. They teach us that the land does not belong to any of us, although it holds the history of our conflicts and our attempts at reconciliation. And we commit to an ongoing and intentional journey of humble connection with Indigenous peoples, characterized by understanding our shared history, accepting responsibility for restoration, and building relationships in the here and now. Thus, we seek to be good relatives. Sunday morning is a team effort, and I'm grateful to all of you willing to serve. Thank you to today's pianist, Nancy Cramblett. Director of Children's Faith Development, Macy Forsyth, will share a story with us in worship. And Deb Fitzloff and Barb Franchino are providing the Children's Chapel. Thanks to the sound assistant, Andy Roberts, and to worship tech, Kat Clements, and thanks to Dennis Cramblett for taking care of hearing assistance. Thank you to our greeters. I believe that was Deb Fitzloff. Was a greeter? I'm not sure, but thank them all. And if you're new to the fellowship, we're grateful that you are expanding the we who is us. If you're attending by Zoom today, you're welcome to stay after the service to visit together. And for those attending in person, we have coffee and refreshments, thanks to Diane Dobitz and Molly Ryman. We are always in need of more people to take turns in those roles that make Sunday mornings possible. We especially are in need of more people to take turns assisting Kat with sound during the worship. But there are many other opportunities as well. There's a clipboard on the hutch in the entryway for you to sign up for one or more ways to serve. And you can also sign up using our Sign Up Genius through our website. And for announcements today, note that the Giving Tree is back. We are once again sponsoring a collection for the Reach Resource Center and CADA this holiday season. The collection runs from November 26th through January 7th. Tags describing needed donations can be found on a tree located in the entry. Donations can be placed by the tree located at the front of the sanctuary. How it works: you take a tag, you get the item and attach the tag to that item. Please don't gift wrap the items, and place the donations by the tree in the front of the sanctuary. And consider doubling your impact by purchasing items from local small businesses. The Reach provides empowering, non-judgmental support for youth who are at risk, experiencing homelessness or have run away. CADA is an organization supporting and advocating for survivors of relationship abuse and sexual violence. Thank you for your donations to these worthy causes. Together, let us kindle a flame, symbolizing our co-creation of sacred space, both at home and in this place, made sacred by years of love. Those of you on Zoom, please write in the chat that a chalice is lit on your street. And for all of us, please say the words with me, which are on the pew cards. We are a welcoming people of diverse beliefs who commit to nourish the spirit, broaden the mind, nurture the earth, and build community. May this flame we kindle remind us to strive today and every day to love beyond belief.
When you entered the sanctuary this morning, Kat was playing one of my favorite songs for you. It's called Once in a Lifetime by the Talking Heads. The video is a little scary, so I didn't have Kat play that. It's a sweaty David Burns from the 80s gyrating around. Anyway, it's a great song, and I encourage you to take a gander at it in your own time if you didn't hear it this morning. It's about a man reflecting on their life and asking, well, how did I get here? If we aren't questioning, aren't we indeed letting the days go by? Life is about discovering who you are, where you fit in this ever-changing world, no matter your age. This is not a stagnant process. This is something that we can encounter every day, the magic of waking up. Discoveries are made by inquiry. Do you set time in your day to bear witness to the mysteries going on around you at any given time? To bear witness to who you are and how you have changed? What mysterious path will you take next? I must say, during my lifetime, I have indeed let many days go by. I get hung up on what needs to be done, where I need to go, appointments that need attending, bills to be paid, lawn that needs care, children that need attention, grandchildren that need attention, etc., etc. It is important for me to pay attention to what is in front of me instead of focusing on my racing mind full of junk. If I neglect this part of myself, it can be a never-ending whirlwind of mindlessness for me. This clogs my gutter, so to speak, and does not encourage growth, only decay. It takes a lot of work and conscious effort to be present. Like many things, I sometimes succeed, and I often don't, reminding me again to reset, take a moment, be present, refocus. How did I get here? I ended a 38-year relationship, toxically and painfully, 3 years ago. My plans derailed. I moved away, bought a house, restarted in a whole new community at the height of COVID. A huge reset. There were many dark days for me, I'm not gonna lie. It's been ugly, painful, and beautiful. This shift in plans has brought on a great wave of renewal of self. I can ask, well, How did I get here and find different answers on different days at different times? I am closer to my 3 adult children than I could ever have dreamed possible. As a family, we have all grown, inquired, examined who we are and what we want. I don't wish traumatic wake-up calls for anyone, but I do hope you are pushed in some way to inquire. This community was a lifeline for me as I started a completely new life here in Mankato. UUFM continued to meet through COVID, offering connections through Zoom. You opened your hearts, you expressed compassion and care, and you have encouraged spiritual growth. Although our path here to this community differs, we have all been awarded the same benefits that a spiritual community can bring to our own personal lives. I'm not certain we enjoyed the mystery of COVID when we couldn't meet, and we didn't know when we would meet again, but we were in it together. I enjoy learning little nuggets of information about our members, little mysteries of delights. One of our members was a potential nun. One was a master on water skis. One, a nurse in emergency care. She has some stories to tell. One member was an art teacher who taught my children and grandchildren. One is a musician in a band and plays locally. More than one of our members is a published poet. We have a master woodworker, a therapist, a teacher, an artist, a sweet Adeline member, a movie producer. All of these members have many mysteries that make up who they are. As we go through this month's theme of mystery, I encourage you to discover a mystery or two from your table mates during coffee hour. And a few of you did fill in the little nuggets at the beginning. I had asked for people to maybe write down a little nugget of information about themselves. And here's what I got. I am a massage therapist. I didn't get my driver's license until I was 23. Artistic. I'm 21. I love animals. I'm from Florida. I'm mathematical. I love to sit in silent meditation. I have a wonderful daughter raised in a UU faith community in New Jersey. I am new to Mankato. Welcome. Cranky. I'm excited. I have worked on over disaster operations relief as a planner.
As Diane extinguishes our sanctuary chalice, please extinguish your chalice at home, and all of us, please say the words with me. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.